What's up everyone, Tato Khatebe here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning member that has already subscribed, thank you so much for that subscription. I really do appreciate it. If you are new to my channel and haven't already subscribed, please do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button down below. It costs you nothing. It is absolutely free and it will help the channel to grow. We are on the road to 500 subscribers. I think we are now 120 subscribers short to reaching that 500 mark. So please, if you wouldn't mind, hit that subscribe button so that we can get to that 500 subscriber mark. And as I said in one of my previous videos, as soon as we do get to that 500 subscriber mark, I will be having a giveaway. And in order for that to happen, of course, I need to reach that milestone. So please do me that favor, hit that subscribe button. I will really appreciate that very much. So for today's video, firstly, happy belated Youth Day to everyone that's in South Africa. And as part of Youth Day, I was invited to be part of a panel discussion by an organization called the Tomorrow Trust. So they invited me and 5 other entrepreneurs to come and give a talk, and it was basically a panel discussion amongst us and the members of the audience, which comprised mostly of matriculant students who, you know, because it is Youth Day, the Tomorrow Trust wanted to do something to commemorate that day. And the panel discussion was what they came up with. So during the panel discussion, we basically speak about our journeys through entrepreneurship. And, you know, we took questions from the members of the audience, and we were basically there to encourage and to motivate the youth that were there. And of course, it was other people that were there as well besides the youth. There were alumni who graduated from the Tomorrow Trust program that were also there. So we were basically trying to motivate and to encourage them to get into entrepreneurship. You know, it's very difficult these days to find a job. So entrepreneurship is something that has to be encouraged as much as we possibly can. So I had to bring the camera along, of course. And today's video is me showing you what happened throughout the day. It started off with, you know, me setting up my work. I had a space that they afforded me to set up my work so that people that were there were able to see what I was doing. And then it led up into the panel discussion where we were talking about everything entrepreneurship. It was about a 2-hour-long discussion. Of course, I couldn't document the whole 2 hours, but I was able to document a few of the key points that we were speaking about. And then after that, we had some lunch, and then we had an opportunity to interact with the people that were there. So you'll get to see bits of the day. And yeah, I think it was a very good initiative from the Tomorrow Trust, and it was also a very successful day in terms of, you know, getting the word out about all our businesses, and also, more importantly, encouraging the youth to think about getting into entrepreneurship. Jobs are not available, so the only way we can sustain ourselves throughout our lives is to try our best to build businesses so that we're able to employ other people. So the video is about that, and I hope you do enjoy it. And once again, happy belated Youth Day. I hope you guys had a great day, whatever it is that you were doing. So that's what today's video is all about. So I hope you enjoy it, and until we do meet again, peace.
Come to the stage, Tato Khatebe. He is a lecturer at the University of Johannesburg, and he is also a jeweler. So he has a business called Tato Khatebe Jewelers. A round of applause. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, these are panelists for today. As you can see, that the industries are here. It's vast, it's there. So without any waste of time, we're just gonna get right into it. And I'm just gonna let Kamala introduce our very first panelist, and they're just gonna come up on stage, tell us a bit about what you do, and then we'll pose a few questions and then
knowledge and repurposing knowledge and using knowledge for your own benefit. It's fine to use knowledge for your own selfish benefit, but if you can, it's even greater if you.
But my thing is, the general perception behind jewelry is that, oh, it's done by someone somewhere, but I just want to look good, really, right? So our next panelist is Tato Khadebe. Tato Khadebe is a 34-year-old based Johannesburg jeweler. He's a lecturer at the University of Johannesburg currently. He obtained his national diploma and BTEC in jewelry design. He also obtained his BA honors, as well as a Master of Arts in Design. He also acquired his Masters of Arts in Design, and he also served as a lecturer at the German University of Technology, and he later returned to Gauteng to serve as a lecturer at the University of Johannesburg. Now, Tato has served as a merchant buyer for TFG. TFG is the Fushigi group. You're talking about American Swiss, Stans, and the likes. And now he also is an award-winning jeweler with over 11 years of experience. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Tato.
Okay, good morning. Morning, everyone. Good morning. Thanks for that introduction, Anna. And sciences and accounting and things like that. Not everyone is inclined in that way. And I think as Caesar was saying, the fact that people do TikTok and are on social media and they're able to make a career out of that makes them entrepreneurs. That's 100% true.
Mulehari is asking that, I don't know if it's for Caesar, because she says that how do you stay inspired and keep your designs fresh and innovative? Okay,
so the way that I make sure that I try to keep the designs kind of fresh and interesting, so you kind of want to have a look around your environment, and there's a lot of trends that are going around in terms of so for instance, if we're looking at social media, a lot of the emojis that you kind of see or that people kind of try to use on a daily basis. For instance, if you're trying to keep to trend, you might want to, for instance, use those emojis as an example to create, let's say, pendants or maybe earrings, and maybe it would also spark an idea for you to re-look at how an emoji looks like, and then maybe you create your own as an example. So I'm not saying that's an example that I would use, but if I'm lecturing to my students and they have to create something that is new, I look at the environment and kind of what are we doing today, or what is the current climate.
My field, I don't like showing you the other fields, but except mine. Do become lecturers, become academics if you want to. Yeah, so thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you, Caesar, for that. So guys, the triplets, if they came up being an engineer, maybe just try maybe looking into being a lecturer, maybe go on ECT, or if you might be overseas, you never know.
Then the make, being made is you being given the professional skills that I think Alze and Kyle and the team here, Tato and Sia have spoken about. So now you need the skill to make the jeweler. Okay, so now you become the entrepreneur acclaimed in your field. Okay, I have to get the degree, I have to build my institute and acquire the knowledge of doing that which I say I'm doing. So this thing of being born and made, it goes together quite well. So you can't have entrepreneurs who are saying, I'm a born entrepreneur. Okay, that's great, but you've got to be made somehow. Okay, so people who are not made can be very dangerous. Okay, so you need to be made at some point. as much as you are born, which is the natural.
Yeah, great question. So I agree with Caesar, what he's saying there. So you are born and made because, I mean, as Elsa said, everyone in this room right now has an idea. So, and as Caesar also said, we're all born. So until you actually take that idea and you want to execute it, then you won't kind of reach what, like the entrepreneurial reaching that you want to get to. So the idea of being born or made, I think they're kind of interchangeable. The ideas that you have to be kind of executed and then you become made. So in this case, we all have the ideas. It's up to you now to say, okay, what am I going to do to make sure that this idea can bear fruits? And then that's when the making or being made comes into play. So in my opinion, they kind of go hand in hand.
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Sia.
I agree with my colleagues here. I think more than anything, it's a mindset and it's a practice, right? So I know you were saying that not everyone is an entrepreneur or everyone, because we also need employees, right? So we can't all be entrepreneurs. Who's going to work for the entrepreneur, right? But I think if it's a mindset and it's a way of being, you can be entrepreneurial as an employee, in a company. For me, it's all about, if we take it a step further, it's about, in your approach in everyday life, are you risk averse? Are you curious?
Being self-employed. So I think when you start off, at least in my case, and I'd say I'd still call myself as self-employed. The kind of basic definition of the difference between the two would be being self-employed would mean you're the only person in your business. And you, let's say for instance, the money that you're making is, let's say majority of it goes towards sustaining you for the month, right? So you aren't relying on anything else. So it's not a matter of you've got a marketing department and there's 5 people employed there. You've got a finance department, there's 20 people employed there. So there's a design element that I'm looking at when I say I'm factoring in the design. Yeah, I mean, I work on it.
Yeah, it's not just something that you manufacture.
What are the best equipment that I need for me to be able to make that code? Where do I need to go next? Any information? How do I apply for it? I mean, as your lecturer, I can tell you, but until you take that information, then you apply it, it's not useless. Information that is just said and it just stays in your mind without using it doesn't matter. Makes sense.